The center 2 box, the key, center 2 materials. Leaves.
Do you have any extra paper, Carrie? Like a line, spiral?
Tree leaf identification chart.
Or you could use this one.
Simple leaf with lobes, center 2. Center 2, leaf margins.
There's one little voice at the parking lot right now.
Center 2, leaf sketches. Center 2, different types of leaves categorized. Leaves from center 2. The photosynthesis process.
Hello. Welcome. We have name tags, and then you can find where.
Leaf.
Yep. I mentioned with the.
Leaf shapes.
Yeah. Or I mean the kindergarten copy.
Leaves.
Right there.
Explanation of falling leaves.
We have extra ones here.
I didn't.
And the leaf concentration game. Center 2.
It has 2 separate things that you can do. Again, it has the same diagrams that were in the center 1. Just a couple identifying features of leaves so that they can identify if they want to. Again, probably for the older kids, but it's interesting to look at the different shapes of leaves. There's a couple keys in here, and then again, leaf shapes. And then at the end of the center, we talk about why leaves change color. So we have a nice color handout, some laminated leaves to look at, and a big explanation of why they change colors. So that's interesting stuff. You can read that before, maybe not read it out loud to the kids, but you'll have it there. And then the fun part of this is there's 2 games, leaf concentration. There are cards with leaves on, and there's pairs. So this is just like the memory game. You lay them all down on the table and have them match pairs. So this would be a group of 5 or 6 kids, maybe 4 depending on the class size. And then down in the corner is a little tiny colored dot that tells what kind of tree it is to the best of our knowledge. And then there's a key. So if the older kids, again, want to identify, you might have to borrow some stuff from Center 1, or you can look at the few keys we have. But it's just kind of interesting that these are all native to Colorado. Or not native, but these are all taken from Colorado trees. So they grow here, and they're just really interesting shapes. So they can, you can decide that, especially after you get through a center or 2, you might decide that you can do both games. I know the first center on class day is always kind of a learning curve because you're getting settled into your routine. So this one is kind of a crazy 8s game. And so you'll lay out your leaves in a pile, and then I think each kid gets 5 leaf cards, and they don't have to match leaf for leaf. They can match a vein pattern for vein pattern. So you'll be again refreshing their memory on the vein pattern. So these 2 would be a match. You can't see it very well on the projector, but they're palmate. Well, they're not palmate. They're pinnate. Palmate is like a hand, and pinnate's opposite of one another. These 2 might be a match, I don't know. That'd be up to your discretion. They're both kind of bumpy.
They could be jaggedy.
They could be jaggedy, bumpy. I have a couple for our class day. I have a couple different evergreen branches. I would say that these are a match because they're evergreens. What else do I have? I have a couple groups of these. I would say these are a match because they're groups. So again, that's up to your discretion, and who's ever doing the center brings them in. You want to be thinking about that while you're harvesting. I guess that's pretty much that for that center. There's also some. I got. This is a nice big fat leaf. So if you guys want to talk about, why this leaf is fat, it's a drought. It's a drought-resistant plant because it holds a lot of water. And all that stuff you'll just kind of learn as you're harvesting, I suppose. So that is center 2.